Privates, welcome back. And today it's a bittersweet moment. We're at the end of our Kanye West song bracket, so it's kind of sad that we're at the end. But I just be rest assured we got more brackets like this coming. We do the final four songs, we get down to the champion, and if you guys don't like the winner, then let me know what you think. But if you guys like this video and you look forward to the series, feel free to drop a like down below or possibly share this with a friend. And if you're feeling extra generous, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. As always, stay tuned. Until next time. Alright, back with another bracket. It's actually the final Kanye portion. We're down to our top four songs. We got Through the Wire coming out of the top. Let me choose my hands out of the top left. Runaway out of the bottom left. Jesus Walks out of the top right. Otis out of the bottom right. At least from how I'm looking at it, that's how it's oriented. Although it should be oriented that way for you. Anyway, final four. Through the Wire versus Runaway. So, hold on. Sorry. Need to do something quick I should have done before. Looking at my notes. Through the Wire. The Wire. All right, so going Through the Wire first. I'm gonna go in order. You hear him in the beginning of the song. You can hear him rapping through his jaw being wired shut. Hence the title, Through the Wire. And if you don't know, he's in a car accident, a fatal car accident, and his jaw was fractured in 3 places, and he had to have his jaw wired shut. So that's that. But he still rapped through it. That's why the song is Through the Wire. He used a line. So there's a line where he references Emmett Till. If you don't know who Emmett Till is, him and another black man, this is back in the 60s, or it might have been just him, got accused of catcalling 2 white women down south, and he got beat to the point where you really couldn't recognize him. But the line is, I'll read a few lines. How do you console my mom or give her light support, telling her son's on life support, and imagine how my girl feel on a plane scared as hell that her guy looked like Emmett Till. And to me, that's kind of a raw line. Like, she doesn't know if she'll be able to recognize him or what. And I love that line. The whole, like, what he's trying to convey to his audience, to his listeners. And like I said, Emmett Till bar I really like. Then I like the use of Shaka Khan's Through the Fire. I don't think she appreciated it, but Through the Fire, with how it's ran down and sampled, it sounds like she's saying Through the Wire. But I mean, the last line of it is right down to the wire. Or I'll read the last two. For a chance at loving you, I'd take it all the way. Right down to the wire, even through the fire. Like, kind of, he's risking a lot. And Uh, he like you could take everything away from him, but even I get her songs through the fire, but like even through the wire, he's gonna take you to he's gonna go toe to toe with you. All right, and then verse two, um, his wordplay in verse two is just insane. So I'm gonna read all of it. Uh, it shouldn't. Yeah, it's a little long, but it is what it is. What if somebody from the shy that was ill got a deal on the hottest rap label around, but he wasn't talking about cokes and birds. It was more like spoken word, except he's really putting it down. And he explained the story about how blacks came from glory, which that line makes sense now from what Kanye's been saying recently. Kanye and Kyrie. Um, and what we need to do in the game. Good dude, bad night, right place, wrong time. In the blink of an eye, his whole life changed. If you could feel how my face felt, you know how Mace felt. Thank God I ain't too cool for the safe belt. I swear to God, driver 2 wanna sue. I got a lawyer for the case to keep what's in my safe safe. My dogs couldn't tell if I looked like Tom Cruise from Vanilla Sky. It was televised, so um and I'm not reading this like in the same rhyme scheme that Kanye had, so it sounds weird, and I get that. Um but like I mean there's a lot that went over my head. I haven't seen Vanilla Sky. I'm just gonna keep it moving. Uh there's been an accident like Geico. Thought they thought I was burned up like Pepsi did Michael. So I've mentioned this line before in a past video, and this I use. So there's a line from my favorite TV show. They're like, "Oh, he's on fire," and or like yeah, they say he's on fire. And he goes, "Which fire are we talking about? Like Michael Jackson in the Pepsi commercial on fire, or misusing the word literally on fire?" And so, but so if you don't know, Michael Jackson did a commercial with Pepsi back in the 80s or so, caught on fire. Um, but I'm gonna keep it moving. I got an angel because look how death missed his ass. Unbreakable. What you thought they'd call me Mr. Glass. So again, it's a reference to a movie from an M. Night Shyamalan movie, I think called Unbreakable, with Bruce Willis, Samuel L. Jackson, where they both thought they were like superheroes or at least vigilantes. Mr. Glass, who was Samuel L. Jackson, he had like brittle bones disease or something like that. I gotta rewatch the movie. Anyway, look back on my life like the ghost of Christmas past. Charles Dickinson reference. Toys R Us, where I used to spend that Christmas cash. I still won't grow up. I'm a grown ass kid. Toys R Us, the before like, so y'all probably don't know what Toys R Us is. Like there's like two of you watching this video who do know. Uh, like their slogan was, "I don't want to grow up. I'm a Toys R Us kid." That was his own way of saying it. Um, but he continues to say, "Swear I should be locked up for stupid stuff that I did, but I'm a champion. I turn tragedy to triumph. Make music that's fire. Spit my soul through the wire." And especially that last line, "Spit my soul through the wire." Like he's putting his all into the song, and I think you asked me, rappers today wouldn't do any type of hindrance comes up, they're not persevering like he is. But that was all my notes on Through the Wire. Um, it made the Final Four for a reason. It is an incredibly great song. Um, excuse me. We're gonna go to maybe the lowest seed. The second low. Excuse me. I'm really sorry. The second lowest seed. With uh, with, uh, 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 with Runaway, and Otis is the low seed at the 9 seed. Man, there's a lot of good songs in this. All right, so Runaway. The piano at the beginning is very beautiful. How they incorporated it to the beat. It reminded me of his song with Chris Martin, the lead singer of Coldplay, "Homecoming." Um, and in my opinion, this song, it has to come from the heart with uh, how personal this feels, and having a piano and then also a synthesizer, they meld well together. Um, it's 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 hard to explain, but like Pusha T does a great job on it. But it's like Kanye's realizing and like somewhat taking ownership for past relationship mistakes, and it's nice when people come to that realization, but sometimes too little is too late. But so on that side, I'm gonna have Through the Wire beating out Runaway, and um then now to the other side of the bracket, got Jesus Walks, and then the 9 seed Otis. So start with Jesus Walks. So the drill, if you listen to it, there's like a drill sergeant calling cadence off at the beginning. It's very quick, and it fits well with the choir. And I need to go back and look at, because so I'm looking at notes as I do this. I'm sorry for moving the mic around. Let me. Jesus. All right. So there's some lines in verse 1 that they're relevant in today's society. Like, let me see. So I'm gonna start a few lines up. It says, "I walk through the valley of the shadow where death is. Top floor, the violin will leave you breathless. Try to catch it. It's kind of hard getting choked by detectives. Yeah. Now check the method. Now, getting choked by detectives is kind of a reference to George Floyd. Um, and then it goes on to say they be asking us questions, harass and arrest us. Like there's a video that came out not too long ago. Some dude was walking to work, and he just happened to fit a description and he got body slammed. Like that's harassment. They're asking questions. I can see why people wouldn't be happy. But then he goes from that, and then he goes into like quotes Happy Gilmore, where he's like the detective's saying that we eat pieces of shit like you for breakfast, and that's something Shooter McGavin says. He says it to Adam Sandler. He says, "I eat pieces of shit like you for breakfast," and Adam Sandler says, "Oh, you eat pieces of shit? Like ha ha ha! Like, you just sound stupid," and that's kind of where he's going. I like the line that we rap as role models. We rap. Hold on. I gotta find it because I think I typed it wrong because I'm kind of an idiot. Okay, so it's we rappers as role models. We rap, we don't think. Um, it um, it makes me think of like that line that he has makes me think of a line that Eminem had in "Sing for the Moment," which now I'm gonna look that up. Oh, I gotta find it. Sing with me. Man, what was it? Uh, man. Oh, so verse 3, it says, "Not really known, we just protecting ourselves. We entertainers. Of course that shit's affecting our sales. You ignoramus, but music is reflection of self." Um, and then he goes on to say, "That's why we sing for the kids who don't have a thing, except for a dream and a effing rap magazine." Uh, and then they idolize their favorite rappers and know all their songs, or for anyone who's ever been through shit in their lives. So they sit and they cry at night, wishing they die, and then they throw on a rap record and sit and they vibe. We're nothing to you, but we're effing shit in their eyes. So saying like they're both saying like we might be rappers and we might be role models, but they don't think about it like that. Um, but they know that they have a platform for uh, uh, to make an impact on either, like, I guess, kids, youths from when I was in school to, I mean, if y'all actually had good taste in music, to they could have an impact on you. But so that's Jesus Walks. Oh, all right, now to Otis. All right, so sampling Otis Redding again shows his genius, uh, at least musically. Um, and I like the line before, in verse 1. uh, I'll just read off. It's Jay-Z. It says, "I invented swag, popping bottles, putting supermodels in the cab. Proof. I guess I got my swagger back. Truth." And for those of you who've never seen that video, like, I think it's a high school football team, might be like a low, like NAIA D2 D3 college. Like they beat a team or they're about to go out and play, and some dude's like, "Oh, I guess I got my swagger back." Uh, like starts dancing, and that's what I immediately think of. But I think that's one of the most iconic high school football interviews, in my opinion. And then at the end of Jay-Z's verse, he says, "Cock back, snap back, see my cut through the holes." So cock back, you got to cock back a Glock, a handgun, cock back your hat like you wear it backwards. Snap back, when you pull the trigger of a handgun, it snaps back. Or a snapback, again, a type of hat. See my cut through the holes. So seeing your cut through the holes. So the block you run, the corner, wearing a mask, you like someone's running up on you like they shouldn't be. You go take care of business. Got a mask on. You see your cut through the holes. Or again, rocking a snapback. Got that hat on. It has that little piece like right here. See his cut. See his line up through the hole to snapback. And I mean, so I just went into it. So obviously that line, that bar has multiple meanings. I think Jay-Z does better than Kanye. Um, and the line where Kanye says, "I made Jesus walk, I'm never going to hell." It's kind of raw, and if you can't tell, it's a reference to earlier work that one I just covered, and I did it in a past video. But to me, Jesus Walks, which I think this might be all they might be from the same album. Now I gotta look. Yeah, they're both from the College Dropout, which in my opinion, best album ever by Kanye. I know some people love Graduation and they love 808s and Heartbreaks or Late Registration. College Dropout, my favorite Kanye West album. And regardless of how you feel about him, this is my bracket, so I really don't care. Now between Through the Wire and Jesus Walks, um, between the wordplay and the sampling, as opposed to like how Jesus walks, some lyrics can still be relevant in today's society. In my opinion, like Through the Wire has transcended time, because people will say that people that aren't me that listen to Kanye will say that Through the Wire is his best song. But I also remember as a kid listening to the College Dropout, listening to Jesus Walks, to let me see, All Falls Down, the New Workout Plan. Like, I honestly, I don't remember Through the Wire that much, but I know I've heard it a lot. So for me, taking it home will be Jesus Walks. And that's, I mean, like I said, it is a song that has transcended time. It's still in TV and movies, and the lyrics have transcended time. So finally, done with the Kanye bracket. I'm on to the next one, which I'll start here soon, and that will be the Eminem bracket. I already did the player bracket for that, so go check that out. It's in a different video, but hey, it's been a long ride, but we finally got to the end.